don't want to dump the new bike too, guys, so I'm not gonna throw her into there. I don't have any rad guards yet. Really, its first gear is too low. Holy shit! Today is the day. I'm so excited. Finally gonna get to break in my 2020 XC300 TPI and give you guys my first impression ride. So I'm gonna film on board the whole ride, or most of it anyways, and get my first impressions coming from an RMZ 450, 4-stroke carbureted, just massive hard-hitting power. The old RMZ to a 2-stroke. So my comparison will be going from the 4-stroke to the 2-stroke, and I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there that are considering doing the same. You know, should I be getting a new KTM 350, 450, 500, or should I be getting a 2-stroke 300 or 250? So I made the jump, and I'm going to tell you how it goes. Well, you guys are probably getting the idea now. Before I get the bike dirty, I am pretty much marking every bolt that I see. And then I can recheck as time goes on to make sure nothing is loosening up. Now the strategy I do is pretty much 12 o'clock. And in certain scenarios you revert to a different strategy, to whatever you can see. So the next time when you go to mark the bolt, if you can't see 12 o'clock, then you know, okay, the rear sprocket's always to the outside. Oh, I missed the rear rotor. So again, I'm gonna go at like 12 o'clock to the rotor, or essentially on always facing out since the wheel is spinning, obviously. Bolts will loosen up. I got my suspension links in there. Banjos, that is critical, obviously. One of the most important bolts, which is your oil injection, the livelihood of your engine. Now I have seen a case where a racer in the Pacific Northwest posted that that bolt had come out. That bolt, which holds your oil injection pump, and you can see the oil line going below, had come out, and it had fallen down, and then the oil was just leaking on the top of the engine, not going into the engine. And luckily he caught it in time, and his engine, the piston was all checked, and the sleeve, the cylinder was fine. But so I got it marked, as you can see again right there, ready to go. I'm gonna keep an eye on that, and I'm gonna check the torque later when I have a chance also. But everything looks like it's marked up. And of course the power valve, which I will be playing with later. I'm gonna leave it in the stock position for now, and then I'll probably try one turn out and go from there. I just gotta decide where I wanna ride. I might just go rip around the farm first, do a little break-in, and then at 1 or 2 hours, I gotta figure out, I didn't read the manual, but where to drop the transmission oil. Now, realistically, you could easily go 5 hours because it's just transmission oil. Let's do first start. I mean, we started it once during the PDI. Oh yeah, so what some people don't know is there's actually like a choke that goes on the throttle body, the keihin throttle body. Pull it out and then turn it left to lock. So it's locked out now. And then, so there's a lot of people complaining about cold starts I've seen from the 2018s and 19s. I don't know if there was a choke or not. That's the kill switch and the start switch. There you go. Quick. Oh, I forgot to get gas. I don't know how much gas is in there. You guys saw in the PDI, there's a little bit. Wait, stop. You got mix in there?
Yeah.
That's a good one, huh?
Yeah, don't mix it. Never mix it.
All right, I'm gonna turn the choke off now. Give it a little rev. There you go. Oh, she's smoking on startup. So we're gonna get her up to temperature, and then I'm gonna get on the moto and go ride. I'm just gonna rip around the property at the Christmas tree farm here, so I can work out any issues I might have had. Oh, and she stalls, okay. So we're gonna just give her another try. Oh yeah, didn't even turn over, beautiful. Just warming her up, guys. Brand new engine. My first two-stroke since the RM125 back in the 90s and 96. These are warming up. Okay. Okay guys, I'm gonna get on the cameras for you, so let's get on the bike. Peace. Pick it up now. Okay, sweet, there's no delay. Maybe only when it's cold. Yeah, see that? Yeah, that's good response. I think that's pretty good. Well, just took a little stop after only riding for 6 or 7 minutes. I had the oil light that came on. Now there is oil in the bike. Plenty of warning. Like you have a full tank refill when the oil light was on, I would say, in terms of gasoline. Got the first dirt on the bike. Pipes looking nice. 13 PSI. Tires are too hard, but the bike is hooking up. And the slow quarters, the lightness compared to the RMZ. The RMZ 450, the 06, is actually one of the lightest motocross bikes, 230 pounds. But this thing just feels way lighter, even though it's right at the same weight pretty much. Just all that weight is not up top. But after 5 minutes, I'm loving it, guys. My hands get a little sore. It's got tons of power for wheelies. It's like a 450 in terms of it'll just bark up. Oh, that's quick. There it is. There's a gas light too. Oh wow, I didn't even think about that. That's cool. And then we got 0.4 of an hour. Let's go grab some Amsoil. For those that don't know, this is my BMW S1000 Superbike. Well, it's super stock, depending on the rules of those calipers. Race it in Formula Ultra often for money. The money race. Okay. And I got a bunch of suits. And I believe I got some, there we go, I got one little thing of Interceptor here, which I never normally use. Those sledders. The sledders. Seattle tools. Okay guys, right away I noticed the problem. Besides having to like pull these cables back out of the way, is dirt. The cap it seals at the top, but the dirt's gonna build up all along there. There's a few little rocks and little pebbles that I cleaned out. And so putting a sock along the bottom will do wonders, because the cap just locks on the top, and so you're gonna get dirt in there by accident if you can't keep the area clean. Okay, problem number 2. I go to pour in there and it backfires and comes back because the hole is big, but then it goes to a smaller inlet. So then it just splashes back. So you definitely need a towel or something. Whoa, see? So I'm gonna put some sort of sock on there around the bottom there then. And then it, just like an entire cover. Cover the whole freaking thing. Keep all the dirt out. That's brilliant. See if the oil light kicks on. Cap's on, we're good to go. There you go, it's out. Starts up every time, guys. Love it, love it. Reminds me of the past. It brings me back. So awesome. Down to flat. Oh yeah. Oh, it's slippery out here. Oh, it feels so light. I think I can take some air out of that.
All right, Marcel.
That's right. I needed a hat just for the video.
Brand new EBC hat.
Yeah, it's on the 2.
There you go.
That works.
Nice. Flat bill.
So, Q-Man.
What do you think? How many hours you got on it now?
0.6.
0.6.
0.6. I filmed it with the new camera setup on the chin, but it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, first impression, good?
First impression is very good, and it's unique for me because I'm not like that guy who's ridden all the 2-strokes. You know, for me it's like, I'm coming from that 450 RMZ, tons of bottom end, tons of wheelie power, just like brap, brap. I mean, you've seen, right? Especially the cold month, right? This video, just wheeling everywhere. So this thing does that too. Whap, whap up. But it doesn't have that very low end grunt that the RMZ would just brap. This thing, it's got to go a little bit higher. So it doesn't have the same low end as the RMZ, but it just bogs up the hills. It like tractors. Like you can go so slow and go ka 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 ka, like I did on the back of your property, you know. Look at that. Little hill to the house backyard. Yeah. And the RMZ would just like right, it would just stall. You have to go fast. There's no slow. So this thing is just tractor along. I don't know where Kevin went. Oh. Look at that, it bogs up the hill, look at that. You can just tractor up anywhere. I'm not even using the clutch yet. I don't know where Kevin went, but he's going up. Find this other rider. Rock here. Pull up style. Go slippery on the rock. Oh, there he is. Oh, what did I hit? I got a hole. Hey! Buddy! Alright, what's your name? David. David Marcel. Alright, here we are after. How funny running into you. Clark's got the RMZ still?
Thank you, Mike. On Facebook the other day.
1.2 hours right now.
Yeah.
Still no skid plate on it, bud. I have nothing. I'm waiting for that stuff to arrive.
That's hilarious, buddy.
I was like,
Yeah, man. Good. Just with the steel thumb, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I saw this guy.
It wheelies, but like I said, it's not the same as the 450, and it doesn't have that long power band of the 450 where you just like, wah, right all the way up like a street bike. the 450 is more like a street bike where you're holding the gears longer. And this thing, it's like, whoop, you're there already. Oh, I don't have the two-stroke hill climb down. I'm not so good at this. If I come through here. I don't want to dump the new bike too, guys. So I'm not gonna throw her into there. I don't have any rad guards yet. Really, first gear is too low. That's fucked up. Woo! That's a gnarly little last hill. I don't know. Oh man. Huh. I gotta get better at this two-stroke hill climb stuff. It revs quicker, where you feel like you gotta hit the next gear real quick.
Yeah.
When the 450, you know, you could hold it gears longer. Reverting back to when I say that it doesn't have the same bottom end of the 450, it has the bottom end when you're tracked around the trails, but when you're in a torrent gear. So in the 450, I could be in third or even fourth, and it's only a 4-speed, and just be like whoop, or just go full throttle like on the back section on the 4th gear, and the 450 will pick up speed. When this thing it runs perfectly, by the way. It just doesn't have the bottom end when you're in a tall gear.
Yeah. So
I explained it totally wrong initially. It's about like if you were gonna ride this on the street, it doesn't have that bottom end. But on the trail, it's so quick. You're gonna maneuver like all over the place. How excited am I to get to ride this now?
I know, that brand new bike feels awesome.
Oh
right?
shit! It looks so good.
It looks so small.
Yeah,
like
so
so
we'll get
compact. Eh?
Lady, we'll go come down here.
I can't. This is my first purchase. It's like
This way.
normally it's like for work, superbike racing. Oh, you buy 2 new superbikes.
Yeah.
Find our way.
You buy 2 BMWs, you know, $40,000-$50,000 plus another 20-30 into them.
I'm good to ride some more.
But I am more excited about this for just pleasure, right?
Yeah, well, you're like me. You've been on your 450 for like 10 years.
And I
right?
hate it now.
Yeah,
It doesn't
but-
mind. It's hard to start 4 speeds. 4 speeds sucks.
I mean, you get a sled.
Forget that. But oh man, this is so great. I'm so happy I get to sit on this bike right now and ride it. All right, let's rock out. Woo! Down we go. The brakes working so good. Oh, so light. It feels so light compared to my freaking 450. Look at this. Let's see if I can stay on the pegs. Oh yeah. This is when you need some guards, maybe. Look how gnarly this hill was. Oh, I didn't just stop the bike. The RMZ was so hard to downhill. That clutch, you don't have to pull it all the way because it's hydraulic. It's just wonderful. Yeah, this thing's really good for going downhill. Yeah, that's awesome. Woo! Beautiful sunset. Whoa, that went sideways. That's nuts. Now I'm taking it really easy. I don't want to bash anything up before I get my guards on. Oh no. First log with two from no pipe guard. No skid plate. Well, you gotta use it, right? Otherwise it won't be as much fun. It's just like a Superbike, the new paint job, you go a little slower. The whole idea is to get all that crazy armor on there, because I really want to actually do some hard enduro too. Even though I don't really like it, but maybe I'll learn to like it. We'll see. Semi-hard enduro. Like, I enjoy this, moving. More mountain bike style. Oh, I don't want to bail on that side of the wall. Alright. Down here, here we go. Woo, woo. Touch in. Oh yeah. I bought this bike because I want to do single track, so I'm going to learn how to do it. Not since I was a kid have I done single track. Once I got the RMZ single track, I mean like real single track, not this. I just stopped doing it because it's just so miserable with that freaking RMZ 450. Hard starting, stalling, bad going. Yeah, you can't start it. You need electric start to start on a hill. It's wonderful. Alright, and we go down where we came up. There we go, here's the trail. Yeah, let's rock out. Don't have any music right now like I normally do. Because I wanted to hear the cameras, make sure I'm recording. Whoa, fuck! I was getting like a little too throttle happy. I was looking far enough ahead. So this is single track right here. Okay, what gear am I in? So second gear. Second gear is single trail. It's a little faster trail. I could put one bigger gear sprocket on and it might be even better. There's first gear. Well, this first gear is too low. And we get second and third one. You know, lots of gears. Lots of different sprockets to play with in different rides. It's like street biking, you change them every track. A lot of people just put one on a dirt bike and call it a day, huh? Well, I know why, but you can do it. If you guys are just joining me, this is my first impression, my first 2 hours on the KTM 2020 XC300, the TPI throttle port injection, and I'm descending. As long as I didn't lose my phone, I am descending, yeah. And I'll be able to see how much I dropped on the phone app later. Rockin' Relive app. Giving that a try. Hopefully it doesn't screw up the reception sometimes. Oh, the hole. Oh, out of the hole. Everything on this bike's just a little easier than the RMZ was just hard. It beat you up. It certainly had more power band though. I still have not played with the power valve yet. That's not too bad. So I'm going to experiment once I get really used to how the bike runs. Oh, it's running really good.
So how did the throttle control feel with the TPI fuel injection?
Okay, so in that same section, when I was first riding the bike around on the down area where we saw the deer, I would go real quick, like on like my Motion Pro throttle on the 450, it would go, it would die. Remember when I was going, when you're sitting still idling. But when you're riding, you don't actually go that quick. Mm-hmm. You never just go like, whoop. But if you did that on this one, it was bogging down just like the RMZ was, which is the carb system, in which I could never tune out of that carb. I tried so much to get it quicker. However, once the bike got up to temperature, I was doing some testing. You can watch the video footage here. Full throttle, and it would just whoop, whoop, and no bog. Yeah. Okay, here we go, guys. Test. Watch. Look how responsive that is. It's so good. Once it warmed up, it was so crisp. Just, it just goes everywhere. Almost ripped out of my hands a couple times. I was like, yeah, I almost threw over backwards once. I didn't crash at all, but I was like back in a wheelie pretty good. My one grind with the bike is the ergonomics. This brake is too high for me, so I can't hover
your foot over
my
top.
foot over top of it. You know, it needs to be down here. But I need to like. There's only a few threads. They don't give me much adjustment, so I'll be able to get it like here. But you know, it needs to be a little lower.
Yeah.
So I'll see what I can do with the pivot points.
Well, sometimes a hammer works good.
Yeah, exactly. Just bend it or buy an aftermarket one, because I like to always hover on the brake, and if you have to lift your foot off the brake when you're sitting down, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And standing up, you lock the rear accidentally. Now onto the brakes. I'm used to that fucking shitty RMZ brakes, right? Some old, I don't know what they are. Who knows, Nissan or something. Twitchy. I realize when those people are always talking and they're like, oh, the brake was grabby. Well, it's only grabby because you got to get used to it.
Yeah. So
these brakes are so awesome that I was turning around when I was doing like balance circles, like I was telling you earlier. It's like, whoa, you almost lock it up and fall.
See if I can go the other way. I'm not as good this way. Whoa, see how grabby the front brake is compared to what I'm used to. That front brake, yeah, you can grab it quick.
Until you get used to it. So this thing stops so much better than the RMZ. Like I can just rock it and just stop. The front end just soaks it up and just, it's kind of like a street bike when it's set up really well. You know how you can brake much better if the rear's not coming off the ground, or nice and stable and the brakes not going sideways.
Tires, warm them up. Yeah, love that corner and this one.
So then the air front forks feel good?
Yeah, they're working really well. I am noticing the braking process, and we'll see if that goes away around like 8 to 10 hours. It is a little like right at the top end, so you get airborne, and then there's just like that little bit of like kind of like clapping your fingers, just boom, and then you go through the stroke.
Yeah.
You feel this little bit of a slap as you're entering the stroke right at the very top.
So now there's no fluid in the forks then, just air.
No, there's definitely fluid. One fork is all your dampening and oil.
Yeah.
There's just no spring in there.
Gotcha.
And then the other side is the air chambers. So yeah, you still have, and I didn't adjust anything. It's still on whatever it was. It said on the sticker 12 compression, 12 rebound. And we're running 9 bar. So, because I'm not doing too many jumps, I could even lower the bar down to like, drop
to make it a little
down.
softer.
Right now I'm at 130 PSI. I think 132, bring it
Good to see the tree there. Almost took my rat out. Oh shit. Alright, let's see if I can. No, that's dangerous. Hopefully I didn't stab and aim at that tree.
Bike setup was good, PDI was good.
Hooks up, but we haven't done sag yet.
That's it. First crash. Not on film. I don't know what I hit. Fucking rock. Oh, I fell.
Oh.
My first fall, I was cutting up the side and there was a rock that just rolled out of the beautiful pace, whatever.
Yeah.
And just rolled and I just went like
yeah.
this, right into the ground. I got like hit hard here.
Really?
Mountain bike style.
Oh shit.
I don't, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got dirt in your swing arm. Holy fuck myself.
Oh yeah, I know.
Take it back.
And of course I don't have video footage of it, right? The camera's dead.
Oh shoot, did you get, I guess you didn't get footage of the log then, hey?
No, like, well, my, is this one flashing right now? What's this one doing?
Green.
Yeah, one, okay, that one's on standby. Yeah, I know, I filmed you, I thought, with that one, but
Cool.
it's low res.
That was a good log drop.
That was a jump drop. You're like jumping on the log.
Whoa, yeah!
That's the bike just lay down.
Yeah, I'm going up the hill, the bike's like, I'm going down or straight, and you're going in the face. So, from here just back to, is there trails right up to your house again? Same idea?
Yeah, same.
The bike is super stable. Super stable. Go straight, so light. Here, real tall. The XC60 is pretty tall. That's max speed right there without ringing it out. Braking her in.
Anyways, suspension, throttle, it's crisp, it's clean. I would be, I'm really happy with the fuel injection. Happy I went that way.
Yeah.
Now, just to finish it off, on that same note, it's not the 450. So it makes me think, if you want the best of both worlds, this is your ultimate Moab rock crawler, you know, ripping single track, and which I'll experience. But if you want to rip like fast, more motocross style, like fast SSX trails, right? That 350 would be really nice. The 350 4-stroke.
Yeah.
So, you know, if I want to have best of both worlds, I should probably have two. I should probably get the 350 too, right?
I guess it all depends on what you're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're dirt biking and you want to have a lot of fun and do different terrains, you have one of each.
Yeah.
So, anyways, my name is Marcel Irnie. I got to get to editing this stuff now, but pretty pumped on and looking forward to the trails tomorrow.
Right on.
Yep.
Cool.
Thanks, Q-Man.
Oh no, I don't know. It's got a trail. Where's he going? Oh boy. Where's my foot? I didn't get the rear brake. It's really small, that little rear brake, and that's why some people put. Oh, there's a trail here. People put aftermarket foot pedals on. Just the end, the pedal end. All right, second gear. Yeah, gearing is pretty good. That's 5113. Oh yeah. I don't think I need first gear to be lower if I'm going. That's just crawling speed. Use the clutch. That's what the clutch is for. Especially when it's got such a great little hydraulic one. I'm kind of liking no bark busters too, until I need them, obviously. Just be lighter up there too. I'm gonna have to experiment on and off with this stuff. I've never ridden without bark busters, like serious dirt biking with some gear. Always had them since I was racing a kid. And it's nice when you smack a tree. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't want them. As soon as you run into that shit, you're going to be more confident you're not going to die. Oh yeah, we're coming out of it now. Woo! Got some water.
I want to go on a single track ride, but first I'm going to drop the gear oil at 0.6 hours. Now the manual says drop it at 5 hours, but I'd rather do it before this next 3-hour ride and throw the Amsoil 2050 in there because it asks for a 50 weight. And then I'm gonna check the slack of the chain. Chain should be like 2.25 inches of movement at the top. I decided I have enough time before going riding to need to lower my brake pedal. It's too high for my style. So as you can see, I need this to go up in those threads. So I detach it. Of course, after changing the oil, it's always a good idea before I get to the trail to start her up.
I've seen him out walking through his yard there. Should we go down? I'm like, fuck, I don't know how long I'm gonna be. It was cold, right? It was.
Yeah, it was cold, yeah. Until you get the hill climb.
Yeah.
How good is this?
That pipe's pretty strong, nothing yet. A little dense.
In the sunshine.
Yeah, sick.
Living the dream here.
Oh fuck, look at that photo right there.
Yeah, that's pretty pristine.
So, update guys on the 2020 KTM 300XC TPI. That fuel injection is running perfectly. It never gives you any issues. Steve White's bike, running rough.
Rough.
Little rubber O-rings, that's sweet.
Oh, and yeah, it's nice that it comes with those. Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
Every bike should come with those.
That's
Bottom out checks.
Exactly. See how much travel you're using, and you can help. What part of the stroke are you playing in?
Yeah.
Hope you guys are enjoying the video footage off my upside down camera on my chin. All right. I don't know what to say. I'm pretty much overwhelmed. It's pretty awesome. Hope you enjoyed the maintenance. Give you some ideas for your own stuff. My name is Marcel Irnie. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're not, hit the bell button so you see all the videos that come out. There's like a good 700 plus videos on the channel, 200 on Patreon. If you find value in my videos, if you enjoy them, information-wise, whatever, make sure you get over to Patreon, my Ernie Racing, patreon.com/Ernie Racing, and throw a couple bucks per video or a couple bucks per month. You can set your limit. You know, show your support, because I can't just spend all my time doing this stuff, no pay. I gotta go ride. Peace.